Hello and welcome to IU NewsNet Daily. I'm Katherine Patterson.
And I'm Abby Haymond. Today we tell you about an IU Notify alert last night and a Women's Technology Summit here at IU.
And later, Abby gives us an update on IU athletics. NewsNet Daily begins now. We begin with news of anxious moments last night on the Bloomington campus. At 9:53, IU sent out an IU Notify alert reporting an armed subject. The subject was detained around a half hour later. IU warned students to stay away from 3rd Street and Faculty Avenue and to shelter in place. A second alert said the subject reportedly had a large object. IUPD said they later found the subject was unarmed and no shots were fired. They said that the man seemed to be unhoused and in distress, so police offered resources. Bloomington Mayor John Hamilton delivered his final State of the City address last Thursday, emphasizing his administration's positive accomplishments. Hamilton discussed the general success of the city and urged that Bloomington focus on climate change, education, and affordable housing. John Hamilton has served as mayor for 8 years and will not be running for re-election in the fall. On to the 2024 presidential election, many are wondering who will run for the Republicans, including the prospect of former Vice President and Indiana Governor Mike Pence. In an interview Friday, Pence said he will make his decision whether or not to run for president by the spring. He said he's confident there will be better choices than Donald Trump in the 2024 presidential race. Former ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley is one of 2 Republicans to announce a challenge to Trump in the 2024 election. Historically, there have been more men in technology fields than women, but reporter Lauren McLaughlin shows us how one IU center wants to empower women and others in technology with their annual event. Lauren?
That's right, Catherine. Women's History Month is coming up, and with it, a collaborative women's summit from IU Center of Excellence for Women and Technology. I spoke to center staff about what the event looks like this year and why they continue to put it on.
There's so much to do at the Collaborative Women's Summit that it lasts 2 days. From featured speakers to breakout sessions to networking, the goal of the center and this event is to empower and celebrate women. Despite that, the center says it's not just for women. It's for anyone who wants to come, even people who aren't in a technology field.
It's because the idea is tech really hits all areas. It's not just, a solo endeavor anymore or a solo sort of career. Everybody needs to use tech.
The breakout sessions cover 4 different themes: career development, empowerment, building tech skills, and a new one, wellness, because it's a topic that the center staff have seen more and more at IU and in the workforce.
And we really knew that, especially since the pandemic, wellness has become more and more central to conversations about employee satisfaction, wellness, and all that kind of stuff. So we wanted to make sure that we were kind of staying focused on what's important to people.
Wellness breakout topics include talking about body diversity in the workplace, improving quality of life, boosting confidence, and more. And to reduce stress before midterms, there's chair massages.
And wellness is something I know IU's campus is trying to make a bigger effort to support mental health and wellness on campus, so we're hoping to do the same. And we know it's an essential part, especially when we have really ambitious students who are doing so much, that they get a little bit of time to recharge.
The event includes career perks such as networking and professional headshots. But along with the informative sessions, there's trivia and a service project for Middleway House.
We try to keep it really, as well as being informative and empowering, also really fun and lighthearted and interactive.
It's free to attend. Go to womenandtech.indiana.edu to register or to find out more about speakers and sessions.
The center is also collecting donations for the women of the Shalom Center during the event. They want beauty items such as lotion, hair barrettes, brushes, and nail polish. You can drop those items off at the Frangipani Room in the IMU on Saturday. Catherine, back to you.
Thank you, Lauren. Another event is coming soon. This time it's on the arts side. The Broadway show Chicago comes to the IU Auditorium on March 7th and 8th. The musical is celebrating its 25th anniversary. The show, set in the 1920s, focuses on a chorus girl who committed murder. Throughout her time in jail, she works to brand herself as a celebrity criminal. You can find tickets at iuauditorium.com. And now turning to sports, Abby's here to tell us what's going on with Hoosier Athletics.
That's right, Catherine. Let's start off with some Indiana basketball. We are just under 2 weeks away for Selection Sunday for the NCAA basketball tournament. Indiana has just 2 games left in the regular season, both at home, starting off tonight against Iowa. In the team's last matchup, Indiana lost a 21-point first-half lead, allowing the Hawkeyes to come back and win 91-89. Indiana needs to win these last 2 games if they want to secure a possible 3 seed or more likely 4 seed in the NCAA tournament. After a big win against Purdue on Saturday night, Indiana is now in a 4-way tie for second in the Big Ten. IU officially pulled out the brooms with a complete sweep over the Boilermakers both times this season, following the Hoosiers' latest win. And for more on Indiana's key player against the Boilermakers, here is Tyler Vondry.
That's right, Abby. Freshman phenom Jalen Hood-Schifino earned himself Big Ten Player and Freshman of the Week honors. Hood-Schifino averaged 25.5 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 1 steal last week. This included a clutch 35-point game that led Indiana to a 79-71 win in West Lafayette over the 5th-ranked Boilermakers. This 35-point performance marked the second most points scored by a Hoosier freshman. His performance in West Lafayette marked the first time a freshman in the last 25 seasons scored at least 35 points on the road over a top 5 team in a win. College basketball fans all over better tune into the Hoosiers this March because Hood-Schifino will be a big piece to their March Madness run. Abby, back to you.
Thanks, Tyler. Now, moving on to the women's team. Indiana's regular season came to a close on Sunday with a buzzer-beater 3 by Caitlin Clark to steal an 86-85 win for Iowa. This was the Hoosiers' first loss in almost 2 months. Chloe Moore McNeil was again faced with the challenge of handling Caitlin Clark and keeping her as tame as one could. Chloe Moore McNeil did this while also scoring a new career high of 18 points. Indiana was trailing almost the entire game, but never let Iowa pull too far ahead. They remained calm and took the lead late in the 4th quarter and seemingly had it, leading with seconds left in the game. However, not if Caitlin Clark had anything to do with it, and that she did, winning the game for the Hawkeyes in heroic fashion. It was a disappointing loss for the Hoosiers, but they are still the only team to return home as Big Ten regular season champs. Now they start the prep for the Big Ten tournament.
Well, one more thing before we go. If you're a Friends fan, you'll appreciate this. Courtney Cox is making history. She just got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame yesterday. She's been a producer, director, and actress, and thanks to her hard work, Cox is the 2,750th person to receive a star. Her former castmates Jennifer Aniston and Lisa Kudrow were there to support her. So if you're a fan of the show, you can celebrate Courtney's star with some Friends trivia here at Switchyard Brewery on Thursday in Bloomington at 9. And it's open to all ages, so I'll definitely be going.
Yes, what a great way to spend your Thursday night in Bloomington. I personally love trivia, especially about Friends.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
I'm very competitive and I'm ready to go. Well, that is a wrap for today's IU NewsNet Daily. Tune in for the latest updates on all Hoosier news and sports.
And be sure to follow us on Instagram at IUNND.
For IU NewsNet Daily, I'm Katherine Patterson.
And I'm Abby Haymond. Thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.